Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Sande, and I'm here to do something a little different. I'm here to do a tag video. Okay, so this goes out to my girl Q plus Bottle in the Making. I'm finally doing the tag video, dag nabbit. I told you I was gonna do it. I'm so sorry it's taking me so long. I was actually not even tagged by old girl. I was tagged by Erica, Miss Texas Cutie 75 on YouTube. Hey girl. And anyway, you would have thought the way she was on me to get this tag done that she was the one who tagged me, but that's okay. You didn't tag me in your video, but that's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. You're forgiven because I'm doing the video now, so you can't say nothing. Okay. But anyway, hi Erica, hi Q. What's up, y'all? I'm finally doing the tag video. It's the I Never Ever tag. And this one was kind of difficult for me to figure out. The I never ever tag, or whatever it's called, is, I guess you have to pick out 10 different things that you would never ever do or that you've never ever done. That was kind of difficult for me to come up with, for real. As long-winded as I am, you would think I'd be able to pull them off the top of my head like in 5 seconds. No, your girl had trouble. So I was calling the hubby. I was calling my best friend Crystal, what's up, boo-boo? Calling her, checking to ask and see what they thought was a couple things that I can incorporate within this tag, or incorporate, excuse me, I past tense the whole word and everything. Anyway, incorporate within this tag because I was just brain dead. I couldn't figure out what to say. So anyway, I got a few items. I got my computer in front of me, so if you see me look down, that is why. And got a few things, and you know, hopefully this gives you some insight into the kind of person that I am. It's going to be random and all over the place, but it was cool. It was fun to do, a little tricky, but fun to do. So, all right, let's get started. All right, let's go to the top here. So, I've never, which I'm sure you probably figured this out, I've never ever been the type of person to hold my tongue. Okay, I have a hard time censoring myself on YouTube even, and I know there are younger people that are on YouTube watching my channel, even people that just may not find cussing and being a pervert or whatever the case inappropriate. For real, this is hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, there's times, you know, I really want to just let something out, and you know, I know it's a free form of speech and that kind of thing or whatever, but you know, I want to be respectful. You know, I understand not everyone likes that, but on the day-to-day, I cuss like a sailor, and I'm very outspoken. And I don't mean outspoken to the point where I'm just throwing my opinion on you. If you ask for it, I'm going to give you the honest to God truth, and you gotta expect the ruckus, because I'm going to keep it funky. I'm going to keep it all the way funky with you. But I'm not the kind of person that's going to force my opinion on you, and I'm not going to just, you know, put my opinions and viewpoints in your grill. That's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, never ever been able to hold my tongue. I mean, for real. I embarrass my friends. I embarrass my family. We are out in public. There's times I'll say things that are just kind of a little inappropriate, but so me, you know. And I mean, we'll be at a restaurant. By the end of the time that we're eating, the waiter or the waitress is sitting at the table with us, having full-on conversation with us. Because I always start conversation with random people. It's kind of how I roll. So anyway, never been able to hold my tongue ever. Okay, the closest I've probably gotten to it is YouTube, for real. I gotta watch it on YouTube sometimes because I really want to just. Anyway, all right. So that's number one. I've never ever been skinny, y'all. Ever. And I know people might be like, oh no, you look, no, it's not even like, I'm talking about I've never ever not been thick. Okay, I came out the womb at whatever number. I came out the womb thick. Let's put it this way. I'm not gonna put a number on it, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to put a number on a specific type of figure, but I came out the womb thick, you hear me? And I love it. I mean, you know, I had my awkward years, you know, when I was a tomboy more than anything. And I'm still kind of a tomboy now. But when I was younger, I was a lot more of a tomboy. Had a little awkward stage going on for several years because I wasn't accustomed to, I wasn't used to the body. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't used to the curves. I wasn't used to the big boobs. I wasn't used to the hips, you know, the thick thighs and that kind of thing. As I grew up, I got more comfortable and became more comfortable with my body, and I love it. I love it. I've embraced my thickness, and I mean, you know, I've been known to get a little sloppy or whatever in the wintertime when I don't work out as much and that kind of thing. You know, it's important to watch it, you know, and that kind of thing, but I do love my thickness. I don't go to the point of dieting to where I'm trying to lose 80 pounds or whatever the case, because to be real, I just don't have the makeup to be skinny, period. Skinny as in what I guess America, you know, the general term for skinny would be, okay? But anyway, never ever been some skinny chick. Always been thick, and I always will be, and I love it, okay? So, all right, that's that. I've never ever been an outdoorsy person. I think Erica, Texas Cutie 75, said the same thing. Never been an outdoorsy person. I mean, I hate heat. When I say that, I don't mean like I don't like being outside in the sun and baking in the sun. I don't mind being by the pool, but I have to get into the water and submerge myself so I can stay cool. I do not like being hot, hot, hot. I do not like bugs. I do not like grass. I don't like mud. I don't like dirt. I don't like, you know how people like to go outside and put their bare feet in grass? That is disgusting to me. Like, I can't do it. That is gross. I don't want to feel no kind of ground earth on my feet. Not cool. I'm not a fan. So you'd never see me go camping. In fact, that's actually I have never been camping, nor will I probably ever be. And if you ever see me camping, you can trust and believe I'll be the only mofo in a cabin that's air conditioned, with a bed, with a mattress, and a rug, and a toilet. That's me. That's how I roll. All y'all be out in the tents, chilling, chilly in the breeze or whatever, or hot in the heat. But this girl right here, yeah, she's going to be in the cabin, in the AC. That's how we do's. That's how we roll. Okay. Let's see. I have never been able, ever done well with authority. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like rules and regulations. I don't do well with authority, period. I've never been that chick. I'm very respectful. I mean, like my parents and that kind of thing, you know, elders, that kind of thing. I'm very respectful. So let me make sure to make that clear. But when it comes to authority, people just telling me what to do because they want to tell me what to do or whatever the case, or, you know, what I can't do, that's a problem. I hate that. I mean, that gets under my skin. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. My husband laughs about it all the time because I don't do well with it. You know what I mean? And he's not a really authoritative person in that regard. Like, he's not going to be just telling me what to do, that kind of thing. But he knows I have an issue with it. I hate it with a passion. Hate it. I don't know why it gets under my skin so much, but I've always been very much of a free spirit. I've always been kind of the person that kind of dances the beat of my own drum. I've always done my own thug thizzle, and I think that's kind of where it comes from. My mom's the same way. My dad's the same way. My siblings are exactly the same way. So anyway, so that's that. Let's see. Okay, couple things. I'll just put it all in one lump sum. I've never ever been the type of person that is judgmental, ever. Okay? I've never been the type of person, and this is the other one, I've never ever been the type of person to ever accept if someone tells me what I can't do. I can't stand that at all. I'm not a judgmental person. When I say that, I mean, look, everybody has a life, their own separate individual life. They do their thing, you know what I mean? And who am I to judge someone else for their mistakes, their issues, the things that they deal with on the day-to-day? Who am I? I am no perfect person at all, nor will I ever be. So for me to judge somebody else is absolutely idiotic, in my personal opinion. That's just my beliefs. I have friends and family from all walks of life, race, creed, whatever, religion, whatever, okay? Of course, you know, there's some exceptions to the rule. You know, you can't be going around killing people. Okay, that's a totally different scenario, you know what I mean? But you do your thug thizzle, I'll do mine. I respect the beauty and the individuality within you, as long as you respect the beauty and the individuality within me, okay? So no matter where you came from, no matter what walk of life, whatever the case, I accept you for who you are. As long as you're a good person and a positive person on the inside, that's all I need to know. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And of course, I don't want nobody telling me what I can't do. Problem. Authority, same thing. Okay. Okay, this is going to sound weird, but I've never really ever been a girly girl. I know y'all like, what the heck? Okay. For real, I'm truly a tomboy at heart. For real, like a tomboy at heart. I know I wear the weave and I wear makeup, and you know, I wear dresses and skirts and all kinds of things like that. But for real, like, I think I have an inner man somewhere within me. I don't know how to explain it. I have a tendency to side with men when it comes to a lot of things, when we're debating and that kind of thing, and I love debating. When it comes to that kind of thing, I have a tendency to side more with the man. That's very, very weird, but it's just kind of how I roll. And I was a tomboy growing up. And like I said, it just took me a while to kind of get accustomed to the girly side of myself, as in the curves, my body, whatever the case. But I'm still a little bit of a tomboy to the core. It's always been the case. It's how I roll. You can kind of see it when I'm in certain settings, more so than anything. Especially when I watch UFC or boxing. It's pretty bad. Okay. Bad. Okay. Let's see. Okay, my husband threw this in there. Okay, he says, I've never ever been the type of, the traditional type of chick. Okay, this has kind of been a running joke between the two of us. Since the beginning of time, we've been together for, what, 16 years or so, but married for 7 years. He's always joked around about the fact that I've never been just the kind of chick that, you know, he's going to come home from work and I'm going to have his slippers and his newspaper and, you know what I'm saying, the food is going to be ready on the table and, you know, I guess the traditional old school way of thinking that a woman, a wife should be. I'm not that chick. I'm sure you guys can probably tell that right now. I work like he does, you know. I guess it's just how I roll. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that. I work like he does, just as hard, if not harder, whatever. We both work very, very hard. So, you know, I come home, he comes home. We may come home at the same time. I may come home after him. I may come home before him. Don't get me wrong, I do cook for him and that kind of thing. But sometimes I don't feel like cooking. Real talk. Or, you know, I just don't feel like messing with it. So, you know, I may pick up something or whatever. But sometimes I'm like, I want somebody to make me something to eat. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's either we'll make the food together or, hey, what you finna do? Like, we'll both be sitting on the couch looking at each other like, you hungry? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we finna do, what we finna make, you know what I mean? Together. If not, hey, man, get on them pots. I'm saying, I mean, it's not that bad. I promise y'all. It's really not that bad. But for real, I do take care of my husband, yada, yada. I do that. But I'm not necessarily the old school traditional type of chick, I guess, is what he was saying. And it's been kind of a running joke between us and my friends and family. They know how he is about that. But anyway, it's been a running joke. Okay. I've never ever played sports well. Okay. Looking at the time. Okay. Never ever played sports well. When I say that, I mean, I have played sports. I'm 5'8", and I've done, you know, sports activities. Okay, when I say that, I mean I played soccer when I was younger. When I was in, you know, junior high, I played basketball. When I ran track, I ran cross country. So I was active, and I've always been active. Okay, like I said, you guys know I work out and that kind of thing. Love boxing, love kickboxing, love cardio, love working out, whatever. I've just never played organized sports well. When I say that, I mean I sucked. I mean I really. Girlfriend sucked. Okay, I played basketball and I was the tallest on my team, which is crazy because I'm really not that tall, but for the team I was on, I was the tallest. Of course, you know, being a sister, you know, I had a mixed, you know, diverse group, you know, group teammates. Okay, of course they automatically assumed the girl. Yeah, no, I didn't do well. No, I sucked. I was garbage at playing basketball. All right. Trash, okay, for real. Soccer, I was actually pretty decent at. Track, I was really good at sprinting, but I did hurdles and I sucked at those. Cross country, your girl wasn't running no dang long distance. When I say, I mean, I was like the second to last person. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to a cross country meet. If you've ever been to a cross country meet and checked out how many people run in those things, it's like 100 or something. I mean, it's like big cross-country meets. Your girl was probably like the second to last person that came across that finish line. I mean, for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was horrible. Horrible! But the only reason why I did cross-country for real was, one, I wanted to have activities on my, you know, on my paperwork so I could submit to colleges. And I mean, that's real talk. And 2, I wanted the exercise. So it really didn't have anything to do with having a skill. It was literally because I wanted to fill my paperwork up so that I had some extracurricular activities that I could document and say that I did throughout high school. So it was just a ploy to be able to get into college. It is what it is. We do what we have to do. But I sucked. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I never, ever, and I mean real talk, ever touch public doorknob handles on bathrooms, doors. I don't even really touch chairs. I'm a germaphobe. I'm a huge germaphobe. I mean, when I go into like the worst place for me, for real, airports, elevators, and bathrooms. Okay, I don't like being in elevators with other people, because if I hear a sniffle, I'm holding my breath. That's real talk. I know that sounds psycho. I know that sounds crazy. If a person sneezes in there, holding my breath. I'm waving my arm. I know that's rude. I know. I'll wait till they leave and I'll kind of just, you know, I don't do it right in front of them, but you can best believe I'm holding my breath. Germaphobe. I don't touch doorknob handles. I bring sanitizing wipes with me. I have sanitizing liquid in my car, in my purse, everywhere, okay? I'm really bad. My husband knows when we go someplace, he knows to open the door for me. My friends and family know when we go someplace, kind of open the door, or I'll put my hand, if I have to open it myself, if I'm by myself, I have to put my hand in the handle and move it out. So I'll like put the hand in and the handle will be right here and I'll move it out with my forearm versus touching it with my hands. And I'm constantly washing my hands too. So in general, in public, you know, usually I'm in the bathroom at the beginning and in the bathroom at the end, wherever we are. It's just what I do. It's how I roll. It is what it is. But anyway, major germaphobe. Couple quick things. I've never ever gone skiing. This is really random, but it's true. And I don't know that I would ever go skiing. And if I did, here would be my version of skiing. My version of skiing would be, okay, we would go through the whole rigmarole. I would pack and do my thug. I would go to the store, you know, go shopping, get some cute little, you know, outfits, little ski outfits, you know, get a little pink one, a little gold, you know, red, you know, with a little furry, you know, hat and stuff, and the gloves and the scarf and the, you know, cute boots, you know, like Mariah Carey wears those big fluffy boots, you know what I'm talking about. So wear those little fluffy boots and whatnot, you know, do my thug thizzle. Okay, I would rock my little stuff. I'd be like in the clubhouse drinking hot cocoa while y'all out in the white, cold snow skiing, breaking legs and all that. I'll be inside having hot chocolate, having a little hot toddy. You know what I'm saying? You know what a hot toddy is, y'all. Having a little hot toddy, chilling in the cut by the fireplace. That would be my version of skiing. My version of skiing. I'm telling y'all, it's the bomb. For y'all that go skiing, y'all should try that out. I mean, you know, the slopes, I'm gonna leave it to some other people to do that. You know, I'll watch it on TV or something, or you can tell me about it when you get back. But your girl gonna be drinking hot cocoa with a little Baileys or something in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Okay. Okay. This is my last one. Pretty much. My last one. Because I'm looking at the time. My last one. I have never, ever, and this is real talk, ever ordered anything straight off the menu as is. This has been a running joke with everybody, my family, my friends, anyone who's ever been around me knows this is how I do, okay? So when I say that, I mean, I'll order off the menu, but I'm not going to order whatever the item is as it's supposed to come. I'm always going to omit something. I'm going to add something. I'm going to replace something. I'm going to do something. So for instance, you're going to laugh at this and you're going to think I'm really hella extra, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, hello, have we met? My name is Sande and I'm extra. Okay. So let me put it to you like this, okay? Starbucks, they know me in there, okay? Like in every Starbucks out by my house, they know me by name and they know my drink by name and by items, okay? So let me explain. My Starbucks drink is a grande non-fat caramel latte, okay? That's how regular people, for the most part, or other people probably order their drink. This girl right here orders it like this. I would like a grande non-fat caramel latte with 8 Splenda, no foam, light whip, extra caramel drizzle, 5 pumps instead of 4, extra hot. Okay, that is my drink. That is exactly how I drink my caramel lattes no matter where I go. That is exactly how I roll when I go to Starbucks, okay? So they know my drink when I pull up in the drive-thru or when I go inside because I've ordered it so much. I'm obsessed with Starbucks, okay? If I go to a restaurant, I'm ordering like pasta off the menu, I have to ask them 80 million questions. So I'm like, hey, I love pasta. So I'm like, hey, this particular pasta right here, does it have tomato in it? Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't like eating tomato. Like, because I feel like tomatoes should be cold. So I don't like tomatoes in warm foods. So I'll be like, yeah, does it have tomatoes even as a garnish? And if it does, can you omit the tomatoes? Like take the tomatoes out. Or if it's a pasta dish that has Alfredo sauce or something like a cream sauce, because I love pasta with cream sauces, I'll be like, well, can you give me a little extra cream sauce on the side? See, there's a reason I'm thick, y'all. I just love food. Okay. I'll ask for a little extra Alfredo sauce on the side because, you know, some people, they don't really put enough Alfredo. I feel like it should be kind of drenched in it. Like you should feel like you should twist the fork and it's kind of spewing in your face. And is it just me? Okay. Anyway, but I always omit something. Can you take the broccoli out and replace it with this? Can you take the, I don't like red peppers or green peppers in my food at all that's warm. I don't like it. I don't even like them for real raw. So So I'm like, can you take those out and replace it with broccoli or replace it with something else? Either way, I'm never going to order something off the menu straight out. Unless it's a slushie. Oh, you know what? Let me not even lie to you. Ha! Okay, so you know I love me some slushies from Sonic. For those of you who follow me on Twitter and are friends with me on Facebook, for sure. Have y'all ever had these slushies? Off the chain. Okay, but on top of that, I was just about to lie to y'all and tell y'all the only thing I probably order straight off the menu is the slushie. Lying. Because I ordered a half grape and half cherry slush. Isn't that terrible? But yeah, that's me. It's your girl Sandy. So anyway, all right, that's it. I think I went over 10 or whatever. If I didn't do the 10 or I went over the 10, hey, it's how I roll. I don't like doing things by the book. Hello? Don't like authority. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much, Texas Cutie 75, my girl Erica, for tagging me on this. And of course, I've got to say what's up to my girl Q, of course, who was driving me about not having done this tag. I'm finna post this right after I get done pressing the stop button on the cord. Anyway, that's about it. I could go on forever now because I got a few things that are on the list that I haven't even mentioned, but it's all good. As always, I love y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or if you feel me on anything that I mentioned, please leave those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, especially about that traditional woman stuff. I know that might cause a little controversy, but it is what it is. It's a joke, y'all. I'm not being, not saying anything too serious. Just not the most traditional chick in the world. It is what it is. But anyway, but I do take care of my responsibilities. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I love y'all as always. And of course, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. And of course, friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/TheSocialiteLife. And of course, duh, I have a blog. I'm not going to say that on every video, I promise. But I do have a blog. It's TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com. Everything is in the description box. And as always, I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.